Broadcasting from the Jeffrey at Spreckles Theater in America's finest city, this is Tonight in San Diego! This week's guest, San Diego Brewing Company, St. Archer. Mornings on FM 94.9 with Dana and Jayson. Tonight's musical guest, Tempchin. With the Mondaze, featuring DJ Teelyn. I'm Keith Foster, and here's your host, Egan.
Welcome to Tonight in San Diego. Give it up for yourselves. Amazing audience tonight. Oh, it's wonderful to be back, and let's hear it one time for the Mondaze, putting some stank on it at the beginning of the show. Oh, so great to see you, Teelyn. It's wonderful to be back, isn't it?
Hi. What's up?
This is like deja vu all over again, I swear. It's great. And a brand new fourth chair musician you have tonight with us on sax.
Putting the stank on it, like you say.
Putting stank on it, that's right.
Ross, the Rizzo, right here.
The Rizzo. Let's hear it for him. And speaking of stank, no, that's not a good... let's hear it for my lovely co-host, Keith Foster, everybody.
Hi, Jesse. Glad to be here.
It's good to see you, buddy. It's good to see you. It's good to be back, right? We had a long break. It was like a 5-week break. I think I partly forgot how to do this, but I'm glad to be back. It's our first episode back, everybody, and it's just nice to see your smiling mug again there, Keith. What'd you do on your break? Did you have a nice time?
Well, Jesse, as you know, I had some grandiose plans to finish writing my book.
Yeah, I remember.
It's about a gang of vampires that go vegan when they realize that there's more iron in kale than blood. Huh. Their leader is Count Dracula.
Okay. Very good, Keith.
Dracula.
Dracula. I get it. That's pretty much exactly what I expected that you did on your break. That sounds cool.
What did you do?
Oh, well, I was actually really busy, Keith. I got into all kinds of stuff, and that's why I didn't get a chance to read that. I know you also sent me the screenplay that you were working on. It's about elderly zombies, is that right? What was it called?
Night of the Assisted Living Dead.
Right, yeah. No, Keith, I just unfortunately had no time for that. I was just way too busy over the break, you know.
Well, what did you do that kept you so busy, Jesse?
Well, let's see. I played some basketball, played tennis and golf.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and football, too. And I drove a race car, as a matter of fact.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was exciting. Then I competed in WrestleMania, and I saved a princess. And then I went on a co-op mission through the desert. It was awesome. I was very heroic.
Are you talking about video games?
Well, yes, actually, I am, Keith. I am, but it kept me busy.
Well, if you had time for that, you could have at least taken a look at my erotic fan fiction about a werewolf that runs a waxing salon.
Okay. What was that one called again?
It's called Full Moon Hair Removal.
Okay. Well, I really wanted to read that, Keith. I did, I swear, but I was just too busy, and I actually was working on a script myself. There's a script
really?
it's been taking up all my free time. It's about a private investigator who's infiltrating a group of pirates. They're actually smuggling fool's gold, or pyrite, and it's called the Private Pyrite Pirate.
The Private Pyrite Pirate Pilot.
That's right, it's a pilot, and that's patented, Keith. So.
I just beat a little.
Okay, good. That means it's going to be a good show, everybody. We got a fantastic lineup. But first, let's start with some headlines.
That's private.
Thank you. Well, LAX opened a $22 million facility for celebrities trying to avoid the paparazzi. So now, if you want to see candid photos of Kim Kardashian, you'll have to do it the old-fashioned way, by looking her up on Pornhub. Okay. In politics, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson announced he's running for president in 2020. Yeah, did you hear about that? Yeah, critics claim that he has no political experience, but they're forgetting all the terms he served as the Scorpion King. One not fan. In other news, fidget spinners have become the new craze. I don't know if you heard about this. They were originally meant for kids with ADHD to help them focus, but some say that they're now becoming a distraction. What do you think about that, Keith? All right, well, in fashion news, the new trend is the man romper, or as women call it, my boyfriend's dress. You know, people forget that Sean Connery wore a romper as James Bond. It was pretty tough, too. Yeah, he was like, "This is not a dress. I like my martini shaken, not stirred. In this romper, my legs should be shaven, not furred." A La Mesa garbage truck recently caught fire. I don't know if you heard about that one. It was a huge, huge fire. I guess somebody shouldn't have thrown away my blazing new mixtape. It's hot. In crime news, a professional soccer player from Tijuana was arrested crossing the border with 48 pounds of meth. When arrested, he admitted that smuggling the meth into the U.S. was his ultimate goal, goal, goal! The friendly skies have seen some turbulence lately. The same day a doctor was forcibly dragged off a United flight, a man on another flight was allegedly stung by a scorpion that dropped from the overhead compartment. United blamed a previous passenger for bringing scorpions on the plane. They suspect this man, future President of the United States, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
The king won't travel without his emotional support scorpions.
That's true. Whee! I get it, actually, Keith. You know, I could use some emotional support when I fly. I don't know about you. I get really stressed out on those planes.
Me too. When I fly, I like to snuggle up in a man romper and play with my fidget spinner. Whee! That's enough.
Haven't quite mastered that yet. I'll have to try that. Keith, because I really hate flying, you know. I don't know about you, but I always get caught like sitting in between a screaming baby and a dude eating an onion, you know. They give me like the leg room of a hobbit, so by the time I arrive, I can't feel my feet. I'm really worried. I'm like, oh no, is there a doctor on the plane? Oh no, of course not, because the last one got dragged off and beaten. Why don't you just throw some scorpions on us now? You know, if we could just make those rain down from the overhead, make sure to apply your scorpion to the face before helping others. By the way, Keith, the only scorpions I want to see on a plane is the hair metal band from the 80s. Be like, buckle up, everybody. This turbulence is going to rock you like a hurricane. Those are headlines, everybody. Well, a lot of businesses like to get feedback on their product, and one of the easiest ways to do this is by a suggestion box. Now, we at Tonight in San Diego thought this would be a great idea for us to get some feedback on the show from some of our staff and viewers. And we thought we'd do that and read some of these for you tonight in a segment called Suggestion Box. That's Suggestion Box AF.
Just keep it simple.
Okay, all right, well, let's try it. Let's see, maybe these will be good. What do you think, Keith?
I hope so.
All right, let's check it out. Here's our first suggestion reads, could you guys please get a sign outside so your theater is easier for people to find? Audience agrees with that one.
Yes!
They go on to say, it's like looking for a speakeasy trying to find your show. I'm tired of telling people, look for the third hidden door that can only be seen when the guy from Chipotle takes out the trash. Signed, Anita MapQuest. So that's a good point, Anita, you know, but we like to stay on the down low, right, Keith?
Our true fans are the ones that found us.
That's true, Keith.
They're our friends, too.
They're right
Why
here
not?
in the audience. They found us tonight. Okay, well, maybe this one will be good here. Suggestion number 2. It says, I really like baking challenge shows. Okay. I recently got into the Great British Bake Off on Netflix. But it takes a while for the new seasons to come on. Is this because it's so British? I don't know, but if you could have more baking and maybe be more Britisher. I don't think that's a word. And lastly, what's a crumpet? Signed, Egan for a bacon. Okay, well, I like where your head's at, Egan, and I will personally talk to the producers about getting more bacon.
And I'll personally continue to pitch my British character, Benedict Cumberkeith. I've written some great dialogue like this. Hello, Governor. Need a chimney sweep, are ya? Crikey, I also love a bloody bake of cakes, I do.
Benedict Cumberkeith, everybody. That was very good. That was very Britisher. Extremely Britisher. Okay, this is suggestion number 3. This one seems to be from one of our writers on the show. And it says, we need more goats on the show. Yeah. It says, when I started working here, for some reason I was thinking there would be more goats. Adult goats, baby goats, even stuffed animal goats. Goats are funny and they love to laugh. I've attached a video to prove it. Man, does it have me in stitches. Need more goats. Signed, the notorious G-O-A-T, a.k.a. Merrill. Okay. Do we have the goat video that is just so funny? Oh. Well, I like it. I mean, I think you have a point, Meryl, but here's the thing. We talked about this one, and someone here on the show has a little goat phobia.
I ain't afraid of no goats.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Our next suggestion says, oh, this one's for you. Can you do something to make Keith look less like Andy Dick? Says, thanks, signed, Keith's mom. Wow, not even using an alias on that one there, Keith.
Yeah, she mails that one to me too. And email, and text, and Skype.
That's unfortunate. I don't know if we could do that one. All right, that's sad. Okay, let's try this one. This is an interesting one. This one just says, casual Fridays. Like, real casual. You know what I'm saying? Signed, Ira moved my pants. Okay, well, I think I do know what you're saying there, Ira, and that's actually why I have a desk for this show, is to be able to Ira move my pants. Casual Fridays, yeah. What do you think about that one?
But our show's taped on a Monday, so if you're still here on a Friday, you're being super casual.
That's true. That is
also,
casual.
put some damn pants on!
Yeah, put some pants on. Although it is comfortable. Okay, so here's our last one here. This is more of a request than a suggestion, but let's see if we can do this one. It says, is there any possible way to get a lock of hair from Jesse's old ponytail for my Tonight in San Diego closet sanctuary? It's not creepy, I'm just your biggest fan, and I like to keep a cabinet full of ponytails and listen to that song Pony by Genuine. Signed, signed, Mail Me the Tail. Okay, well, we're definitely not going to do that one, Keith.
I mean, really? Why not? I mean, what's the big deal if dude has a My Little Ponytail collection? He might be a new type of brony we don't know about yet. I mean, why not pony up that tail? You know what I'm saying?
I guess, but it's not like they're offering any money or anything. It's just a request.
What would it take, like $50?
Yeah, I mean, that would work.
Deal!
Okay. All right, I think Keith wants my pony. All right, well, that's enough from the suggestion box. Thank you guys so much for writing into us. We'll try to get all those working for you. And stick around, we got a great show coming up. We got Dana and Jayson from 94.9, St. Archer Brewery, and musical guest Jack Tempchin. We'll be right back right after this. You want the pony? Welcome back, everybody. We are here with Nick and Greg from St. Archer Brewery. Let's hear it for them. One guy loves beer. He's hoping that we'll share with him. You're going to have to enjoy these vicariously through us now. So, Nick and Greg, you guys are San Diego fellas. You grew up in San Diego, right? San Diego brewers started at Pizza Port, is that right?
That's right, yeah. Actually, neither of us grew up here, but we've both lived here for a long time. I've been here for 13 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been here for a little over 10, but I grew up in South Orange County, so not too far away.
All right, and how did you get started in beer? And also, are you now going to pair pizzas with these new beers?
I think we've both had enough of pizza.
Had enough pizza? I gotcha.
Spent a lot of time doing that, yeah.
Yeah, we both got started with pizza and beer in college, and Greg was working at a place called Woodstocks up in Sacramento, and I was at Pizza Port in San Clemente, and it was kind of our college summer job, and led us both to beer.
Okay, yeah, pizza and beer is my summer job as well. So, fellas, what did you bring here for us? It looks like you got a bevy of beverages here for us to try.
We can start with the blonde ale.
Okay.
That one for us.
We brought a few. We brought the blonde ale is kind of our most popular beer here in San Diego.
Okay.
So it's a German-style Kolsch.
Don't be shy, I'm a professional.
Okay.
Oh, he wants more.
There we go, thank you.
Very nice.
So it's got a traditional German yeast strain. We use all German.
Okay. I like that you serve it in a snifter. That's very
We do.
classy.
It's the only glass we
That's the
have.
idea.
Keith, are you supposed to do that?
Oh, yeah. I think
Yeah,
you
give it a smell.
It's got a good nose. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's all German ingredients, all German hops, German malts, German yeast. So
It would
it's
pair
really
well with a calzone. Oh no, sorry. No, that's a good
Brings
one.
out the pepperoni.
Tasty. So blonde ale, is that a strong beer? It tastes kind of. It's got some punch to it, I think. That's a German thing. I don't know what I'm talking about again. But I see this one is mosaic hops. Is that what that is?
It is. So it's a double IPA. So that is going to be a strong beer.
Oh, okay.
Blonde ale is
Double
only
IPA.
Double.
in the 4% range. This is going to be 9%.
Keith loves his IPAs. He does.
So it's a big. It's got fruity hops.
Why?
It's got some
But maybe you
bitterness.
can tell us because we were wondering this before the show. Why are IPAs so hugely popular now? It seems like everything is IPA. It's like the big deal. Is that just in San Diego? Is that everywhere? Like, why is that? Why IPA?
I mean, no, it's definitely nationwide, and it's spreading. It's international as well. I mean, I think people, just like spicy foods, really aggressive aromas and flavors, IPAs tend to be very bitter and have a huge aroma, and people are just craving that. They're
This
always
isn't
looking
so
for
bitter
more.
though. This is kind of nice.
Yeah, this actually has a nice soft bitterness, and the emphasis is definitely on the aroma, which
I always thought it was just called IPA.
IPA. Yeah. This one's a double IPA.
people.
That's right.
We both used to be bartenders, and we definitely got orders for IPAs.
For IPA.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Pretty regularly.
Yeah.
IPA Middleton.
What is a mosaic? What does that mean?
So Mosaic is a varietal of hop that has a certain flavors and aromas associated with it. So you kind of get that tropical fruit and the citrus from the Mosaic.
I gotcha.
So that's kind of the lead in this beer.
I've noticed that the more I have, the better they get.
You like the IPAs more?
Can you confirm this?
Starting to enjoy this double IPA. No, that's a good one. So that one's very strong. You're saying the double IPA is
Very strong.
Did you charge double for that, or is it same price?
Not quite double.
Yeah, the price point is a little bit higher on this
Okay.
one, but actually one of the most expensive ingredients in beer is hops.
Okay.
So I mean, people are paying upwards of $10, $15 per pound of hops, and in 120
What's the
barrel.
street value on that?
Higher.
Higher. even
Yeah,
Much higher.
There's
Okay.
definitely
Well,
a street
luckily
value
it's
for
been
sure.
legalized. So this one says peach goes. Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's. I mean, technically, it's pronounced goza, but
Okay.
this is America, so we can say goes.
Okay. You mean we just say it wrong because we're Americans?
Well, I mean, you don't say like Hefeweizen, you say Hefeweizen, right?
Oh.
You know,
I do say
we don't have to be pretentious about it. It's just beer.
Okay.
So,
But if we wanted to say it right, we would say
goza.
goes.
Right. Yeah. So this is a German-style tart wheat ale. With,
Okay. I don't know why I keep doing this. That's so
No,
silly.
that's fine. Yeah,
I know what I'm doing.
yeah, you look good. I do that. We all do that.
This glass helps you. It
does.
wants to swirl
I
around.
don't know why. Okay.
So this is a German-style tart wheat ale. Kind of Americanized it by adding peach to it as well, which
Okay.
we think complements the tartness.
I got you. You
and
got to
so-
flavor everything nowadays, right? That's it. This is like
You don't have
this is like
to.
the
I mean,
fireball
yeah.
of beers.
Yeah,
right here.
we try not to just add adjuncts to every single beer that we brew, but we found the peach just really complemented this beer really well. And
It goes well.
it does. It's the puns are unlimited.
I was gonna make a Azul and Goza joke.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll save it for
You
the
gotta have
Ghostbusters,
a
yeah,
Azul that goes with it. Azul
Goza the
pizza.
Gozerian. I get it. We tried a Ghostbuster joke earlier. It
I
didn't
know.
work.
I ain't afraid of no goats.
I ain't afraid of no goats. We were just killing it with those headlines, huh? Everybody? the level of silence, it was like the void of space in here. I really enjoyed that. I could tell that you were loving it. But these are really tasty. These are tasty beers.
Yeah, upstairs, one of Jayson actually was saying that he's not really a big fan of beer, and I said, well, everybody loves beer, they just haven't found one that they love yet.
Okay.
Because the spectrum of flavors in beer is so huge, and I mean,
Yeah.
this doesn't taste like beer, typically. You know, it doesn't taste like beer.
I actually did
Beer
not
flavored
drink
beer.
at all until I moved to San Diego. Because this is like the most functioning alcoholic city.
It really is, yeah. Yeah, we're all going to get tanked tonight, and we're going to be paddleboarding at 5 in the morning. Well, I'm not going to be paddleboarding.
Speak for yourself.
But yeah.
By the way, you have a real brewer look. Have you thought about getting a big beard like this? Sort of.
I wish I could. This has been like 3 days for me. This is all I got.
But
So
look at
I
how
can't
amazing
I can't
your
really grow
skin
that out.
is.
So.
Yeah, very nice skin. You gotta rub peach goza on that to make it that nice. So
I noticed a couple of fancy bottles.
those are
Yeah,
fancy.
let's get to those. Wait, who's running this interview?
We don't know.
I just want more to drink.
This is our specialty line. It's called Tuscan Grain. It's all barrel-aged beers.
Okay.
So this is our anniversary beer. We released this in December of this year. It is a blend of barrel-aged barley wine, imperial stout, and imperial porter, all aged for 2 years, and then an export stout, which was aged for 1 year.
Wow.
All
All right.
aged in different types of bourbon barrels.
Well, that's what these are. You actually age this beer in bourbon barrels.
In these barrels right here.
So that's your new process. Is that a new thing for you guys, aging it in?
No, I mean, we
barrel?
started 2 years ago.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see. I do my research for these interviews, as you can tell. Let's give it a taste, and we'll have to go to break now. But I want to thank the guys from St. Archer for coming out. Give it up for these guys. Check them out. What's the website they can look you guys up on?
www.StArcherBrewery.com.
Okay, we almost didn't get that one. All right, cheers, everybody. Delicious. Thank you guys so much. Welcome back to Tonight in San Diego. We want to make a point of saying thank you to our live studio audience here at the Jeffrey Theater. Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting us. We're going to reward you. We got a couple of prizes here to give away. These are 2 tickets to see the U.S. air guitar. That's a thing. It's going to be at the Marrow, June 10th. If you want to win prizes like this, just get your tickets to see our show at tonightinsandiego.com. Our next guest, you can hear him on FM 94.9. Please welcome Dana and Jayson. Second time's a charm. Thank you for being on. Welcome.
Hi, friend.
Welcome. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Those that don't know, of course, FM 94.9 now, in the last 2.5 months, is the #1 alternative station in San Diego.
It's
so
amazing.
give it up for them.
Yeah.
Very proud of you guys.
Thank you.
So kind of unique. You, Dana, are one of the few female leads on the radio.
Yeah.
That is, maybe that's why they're doing so well, right?
Yeah.
#1.
I mean, I don't want to take credit. I mean, the music is pretty awesome.
Take the
too.
credit.
Take all the credit.
Music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of happened by accident that I got to do hosting. It really is such an industry where mostly men get that opportunity, but when I got to the radio station, I was in a radio station in New York. And when I was there, they wound up letting the host go with the intent to hire another man. And in the interim, they gave me a shot, and then they just kept me.
Nice.
So it was pretty cool. And I love it. I can't even see myself co-hosting anymore.
No.
It's just kind
Thank
of.
God, because I would be out of a job.
I know, it's true.
Really quickly.
Look over at Keith. He's like, great. That's great. So how did you get started in radio in general? Did you go to school for that, or is that?
I did major in communications because talking, I knew that had to be a part of it somehow, and I liked working with people, whatever. But radio, I got to through basically a panic attack. Panic attack, like rock bottom led me to radio, I always say.
Really?
Because, so it was basically my senior year, and all my friends were going on interviews with all these business companies. They were wearing like Hillary Clinton pantsuits, and I was like, oh, that would look so bad on me. And so I was just like, okay, what am I gonna do? And I remembered back to when I was 12 years old, I would listen to the radio, and I loved it. And just morning show, that was always a dream. So I got in my car, and I weirdly drove from the campus of Virginia Tech to the big city of Roanoke, Virginia, walked into the radio station, and I just said, how do you get on the radio? And that was seriously how I started. So, I mean,
Wait,
they
that
didn't.
works?
That works. They needed someone for $6 an hour. And so that's why it worked.
Gotcha.
I see.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's sort of, Keith, how you got on this show too, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it was more that I just wouldn't go away.
Yeah.
You were,
Yeah, it wasn't like, how do you get on the show? It was just like, I'm on the show, and they said no. And then I said, yeah, and they said no. And I said, yeah.
Yeah.
And they said no.
He was basically standing over there whether we wanted it or not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they just sometimes point the camera this way now.
So let's give him some lines and
I
make him,
mean,
you know.
that's kind of how we got Jayson.
Yeah,
just
that's
about-
true.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Same thing, Jayson?
Yeah, I just broke her down. I stalked her
Really?
for a while until she said, fine, I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting.
I'm tired. I gave
You
up.
guys are really reinforcing terrible ideas. Just stalk people. Just stalk them, bug them until they say yes.
Don't
He
leave.
really did, though.
I did, yeah.
But again, that actually worked, right? I mean, so you were sending her Christmas cards and things? And
Yeah, I was actually. Who doesn't love a good gay Christmas card? Let's
Yeah.
be honest. You're going to have to say yes to that
There was a
eventually.
small dog
I feel like
involved.
Christmas cards are pretty much gay anyway. right?
Always, generally speaking, they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I applied to be her co-host via a weird, sketchy actor website.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was a very successful actor in New York City at the time.
Oh.
I was a cater waiter.
Okay.
Those people who pass around drinks at parties. I was pretty awesome, doing my own show in my head. And so I applied, and I didn't get the job because they actually found someone more qualified and better.
That's true.
And I just kept in contact, and then she finally was like, fine, come on, come here.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
I call it the breakdown method.
The breakdown method.
It actually works.
Okay.
Right?
All you fellas on Tinder out there, just
Breakdown
keep that in mind. Just keep messaging them,
Yeah.
I guess. So, Jayson, you guys linked up, and you sort of have a radio love story, as you refer to it, right?
I mean, that's how I refer to it.
I think that's awkward.
I mean,
but
she is my radio soulmate, if you will. I don't know if that's too serious or not.
Maybe.
No way of knowing.
just like
at that point.
mildly serious.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I met her, the first time I saw her, I walked into the room and screamed, Beyonce!
Beyonce.
At her.
And I was like, where?
Where?
What are you talking about?
And so I knew from that point that I was going to work with her forever.
Yeah.
She didn't.
I had
She did
no
not
idea.
know. If she knew, she would have probably locked the door. But but from that point on, we've kind of been inseparable. Like, we do Taco Tuesdays over at her house with the entire family.
Yeah.
You know, family Sundays.
Yeah, it kind of turned from co-workers, which is kind of what I was signing up for, but then he just infiltrated my life.
Yeah.
And now it's to the point where my kids don't know life without him. It's like, is Jayson coming over? Why is Jayson not here if he's not there? So we actually live in the same apartment complex here in San Diego. Super weird.
We carpool to work every morning.
Every morning, we will like do our little Insta story. It's like a show before the show, but it's just genuine weird conversation.
We do Costco Fridays.
Costco Fridays, because who doesn't do Costco Fridays? Have to feed our big family.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's just, I mean, it's like coworkers, but then there's like a weird line.
I don't think it's a weird line. I think it's very normal.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay.
I don't think there is a line for Jayson. I don't think.
What is a line,
There
really?
is no line.
There's no line.
Yeah, it's all great.
So now that you guys are on alternative radio,
Yeah.
and coming from where you came from, is there a difference between alternative radio and sort of mainstream radio?
Yeah.
And to that end, when you're interviewing like alternative artists, is that any different than other?
They're
musicians?
so nice.
Oh, really?
They're so nice.
Yeah.
There's no diva attitude.
Okay.
So you kind of get more of an authentic experience talking to them is what I would say. That's been my experience so far.
Well, that's because they're just like happy to be on the radio.
They're like, yeah.
They're like, I was in my garage 10 minutes ago. Thank you.
Everybody's so down to earth. It's really nice. I mean, when we were on a top 40 station for quite a long time, like 11 years.
Yeah.
And I mean, we dealt with some of the biggest divas. Like,
Really?
don't look at Christina Aguilera in the eyes. And it
What?
was like, why? What will happen?
That's where her soul comes out.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, yeah, there were experiences
They
like
told
that.
you that? They said don't look her in the eye?
Yeah, don't look at her in the eyes. I was like, okay, I won't. I'll look down. Or should I look up or to the side? Give me more direction.
I guess that works if it's a radio interview. If it was like a TV thing, you can't do that. Just like, so Christina,
Yeah.
why so much makeup, Christina?
Why so much makeup is all I want to know.
Yeah.
But I would have been staring at her boobs because they're always out.
Yeah.
So you think,
Does she put makeup on those too?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Bronzer,
They look glossy.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've had some divas that you've interviewed, and what about like some of the nicest people? You had some really good interviews comparatively. Any big celebrities that you didn't expect to be as sort of accessible?
You interviewed Rihanna once.
Oh, I
Really?
love. She was amazing. Yeah, I mean,
You gave her dating advice, didn't you? Oh, you
I
didn't.
I think everybody's given Rihanna some dating advice, probably.
No, it was before the Chris Brown days.
Really?
And it's actually on video where Dana was telling Rihanna that she should date Chris Brown.
I'm
So she gave
sorry.
really bad dating.
Yes, and that mirrors my own life. So no one should listen to me, including Rihanna. But it was really, what was weird about it is it was at his like peak of everybody talking about he's the next Michael Jackson, his dancing, his singing, blah, 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 all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that there was some good chemistry between them when I saw, I don't know, I was like stalking, things were weird. And so I mentioned to her, you know who I think you should date? And she's like, who? And I said, Chris Brown.
Oh,
He's
my God.
so cute. Yeah. And she goes, why do you say that? And then the next week it came out that they were together.
No way.
Yeah, weird, bad. Anyway,
my
that was a bad
gosh.
story to
Oh,
bring
sorry.
up.
Wow.
But I just like owned it.
We've learned a lot of things. Keep stalking, date Chris Brown. These are all
I know.
weird. Okay.
Don't take dating advice from me.
I'm not going to do
No.
that. But I know that you guys have a pretty crazy job, a pretty crazy show. I know that you actually almost gave birth on the air once
Oh my gosh.
on the radio.
How did you tell them that?
Yeah, of course.
Why?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a crazy show.
Yeah, I mean, I did, really, almost. But it was one of those things, I don't know, I kind of felt like when you're hosting, and this was early on in my hosting, like I got to do it, so I didn't want to abandon the ship. I felt like my co-hosts they all had ponchos on. There was like tarp in case a water broke or anything like that. And then my contractions, we were timing them and they were only 4 minutes apart. And since it was the first time I was giving birth, I didn't know I should be in the hospital already. And listeners were
You
like,
know what?
go
That's good radio.
home.
Yeah.
That's good radio.
We're going to go to commercial while she has a baby.
Yeah, yeah.
And Jayson recently, we were talking about this in the headlines,
Yeah.
Jayson recently rocked a man romper at work.
Well, it was Dana's romper
Okay.
My romper.
that I converted into a man romper for myself.
I think we have a video of that. I don't know if we can go to video on the man romper.
But you can't wear a romper to work, man. Oh, God. Jeez.
thought it was appropriate. Are you driving us to the Padres game? Because I was thinking I was going to be able to like pre-game the whole situation and then.
Wow, the man romper. How about that?
That cap.
That is impressive.
Thank you. That man thigh.
So next up, you guys have the SPF 94.9 event.
Oh,
that
man.
is June 11th at the Oceanside Pier.
Yeah, it's going to be so good. 7 bands, 2 stages. We have we're going to give away a VIP experience.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So a couple people here are going to get VIP experience. They
Yes.
get to meet them.
Yeah. So it's Franz Ferdinand, Judah and the Lion, Comedy House, Save Motel. So do you want to know what the VIP experience is?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So it's 2 VIP tickets to the show, so you and a guest.
You get to date Chris Brown.
No, I feel so bad. Okay, parking we're taking care of, and also lunch with Save Motel. And
meet and greets with everyone.
With everybody. Meet and greets with all the bands.
Wow.
So it's pretty awesome.
Wow, that is huge. So I guess post to Instagram and Twitter and hashtag us tonight in San Diego, and we'll see which one of our lucky viewers here will win the VIP package.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Having
Wonderful
us.
to have you. Dana and Jayson, 94.9 FM. Please check them out. We'll be right back right after this, everybody. Stick around. That was great, you guys. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you to our live studio audience here at the Jeffrey Theater downtown for supporting Tonight in San Diego. We're going to give away a couple of prizes to them. We've got 2 gift certificates to Handel's Ice Cream in Encinitas. Best ice cream around. I actually named one of the flavors there. It was, what was the name of that brownie dough? That's right. Dat brownie. Thank you, Keith. So if you want to go check that out. Also, make sure if you get your tickets to this show, you can win prizes like this. So get those tickets at tonightinsandiego.com. Our next guest is going to be performing here live on the Tonight in San Diego stage in a little bit. But first, let's meet him. Ladies and gentlemen, musical guest, Jack Tempchin. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Great to see you.
Thanks, Jesse. Yeah, pleasure.
Yeah, I actually got to meet Jack a couple years ago. We did a podcast together, so it was really exciting to have you now. Did radio, now we do TV together, so or whatever this is now. Grew up in San Diego State graduate, right?
I am a San Diego person.
San Diego person, and for those that don't know, he made good. This guy went on to write multi-platinum songs. Multi-platinum, probably the biggest artist we've had. This is, he wrote Peaceful, Easy Feeling, and Already Gone, and other songs. But those, for the Eagles, are on the best-selling album of the 20th century, the Eagles' Greatest Hits. So,
thank you.
It's amazing. How did you get started in music? I mean, it's been a wild road for you.
Well, there were coffee houses in the 60s where they served coffee and music, folk music, and I avoided them, but then eventually everyone was playing guitar, and I finally started playing and started making up songs, and kept writing songs, and then I wrote Peaceful, Easy Feeling, which I finished at the Der Wiener Schnitzel that used to be on Washington Boulevard. While I was waiting for a Polish dog, I finished it up, and then they had a ceremony honoring the song here in San Diego, and they put a plaque on one of the outdoor tables at the Der Wiener Schnitzel.
They did.
Now that Der Wiener Schnitzel closed about 6 months ago. It was 45 years. I never thought the Der Wiener Schnitzel would be the thing in San Diego that survived.
Yeah.
But it did. And then the Wiener Schnitzel people not only gave me free hot dogs at my next gig, but they actually awarded me with a solid gold wiener.
They did.
And not many people have that.
That's
so
amazing.
It was great.
They should have named one of their, like, Peaceful Easy Wiener.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound quite right.
I'm surprised they didn't think of that.
I also read that the other humongous hit, Already Gone, you recorded while at San Diego State. Is that right?
Yes, there was a place called Back Door, San Diego State. It used to be the bowling alley. We changed it into a folk club. And I ran the Back Door for a couple of years, and I booked all kinds of people in there. And my friend Rob Strandlin and I were playing there. And I wanted to write a country song. And Rob Strandlin, I figure, would know how, because he wore a cowboy hat, and he lived way the heck out in Escondido.
Okay.
He had a horse, and he had cowboy boots. So we needed a little something. So we opened the giant silver refrigerator doors in the back of the club, and there was a jug in there, and we started drinking whatever it was.
Cider, I think.
It was hard cider.
I heard it was
Turned out
cider.
to be hard.
Yeah.
I had never had a drink in my life.
Never drank before?
No.
You're like Keith.
So we wrote that song in about 20 minutes.
You wrote that song?
Yeah.
That song is like 4 times diamond platinum now.
And it's
you wrote it in 20 minutes over cider.
It's easy to play.
Wow.
For you
so
guitar
apparently,
players,
for all the people out there listening, wieners and cider is the key to
put them both together.
Yeah.
And that song only has 3 chords for you guitar players, and they repeat. I was a little too out there to add any more chords. So they just repeat over and over. It's a perfect song for if you want to learn guitar, Already Gone. And then I just have a new album coming out August 25th.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I have a couple here. I have 3. Now, you are really busy. I mean, this is going to be your 4th album in 24 months. 4 albums in 2 years. You're like the Tupac of whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I am the Tupac of whatever.
Tupac of whatever.
Absolutely.
That's the name of the 4th album, is the Tupac of whatever. So how do you manage to crank out music like this? I know that you stay very busy doing a lot of other things on top of music.
I do a lot of playing and I do a lot of co-writing, but I found a guy who loves my music, and he is my record label, and he's paying to make these albums. He's got a lot of other artists on there too. And I've always had millions of songs, and it's just been my delight to start putting them down.
But I mean, you know, some people think that musicians only do music. I know you're a massage therapist, and you used to massage women at a gentleman's club.
I did that.
You did that, right? You got a wine too. This is Peaceful, Easy Feeling. Cabernet. Is this Cabernet?
I would have brought it up for everyone if I'd known. I should have.
Temecula wine, right here, San Diego wine.
Yeah.
Peaceful, Easy Feeling wine. And comedy is the new thing now. So taking an online comedy course with Steve Martin?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook Live all the time. So I told my fans there, I told them a joke. I said, you know, a horse walks into a bar, bartender says, why the long face?
Okay.
And then I said, tell me how funny that was, because I'm taking a comedy course from Steve Martin.
Yeah.
So when I tell you this joke next week, it's going to be funny.
It's going to be funny.
Every week, I expect to be funny.
That same joke just gets funnier because of Steve Martin.
Anything I do. When I come on this show next time,
yeah,
I'm going to be really.
We'll have you do the opening 5. You know, just
probably,
that joke really slowly.
Yeah. Steve Martin, come on.
So online comedy, and he also toured with Ringo Starr and pretended to be Jerry Garcia on that tour. Is that right?
That's a 4th of the Beatles.
Yeah. He's done it all.
That's insane. That's incredible.
I don't want to pump him up. He wrote the theme song to the TV show Seventh Heaven. He wrote for Miami Vice. And basically, just done so much, Jack. It's like incredible that you have time. And now coming up, you're going to be performing at the Grammy Museum in Los Angeles.
That's right. It seems to me like I was just taking a nap the whole time.
Yeah.
But then when I look back, I guess I did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But it seemed to me like I was very lazy and didn't do. But I did get to tour with Ringo Starr and his all-star band, and that was in '92. And you know, he always has all these great people in his band, so that was a big thrill.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get to see you perform tonight on the show. I believe we have a video. You were saying you perform at Swami. So Facebook Lives once a month from Swami's gets like 250,000 views on this. And we actually have a video of him performing. This is from Swami's here. Let's check that out right now.
Felt it when the sun came up this morning. Knew I couldn't wait another day. Darling, there's something I must tell you.
Hey, all right. That was nice.
And the new album that's coming out is going to have a couple of the songs, your versions of some of the songs that you wrote for the Eagles, which is exciting. People get to hear that.
Yeah, my record label, they wanted me to do all my hits that I'd written, but put them on a record. But I just, being a songwriter, wanted to do all new stuff.
Yeah.
So they let me do all these albums, and then finally I went, okay.
Let me do.
So this new one is called Peaceful Easy Feeling, the songs of Jack Tempchin. So it's the hits I wrote. And then I was very fortunate for two of the songs, like Already Gone, I got Chris Hillman, who to play with me on the record. Chris Hillman and Herb Peterson. Chris Hillman was from San Diego, founding member of the Byrds, member of the Burrito Brothers, and his own band, the Desert Storm Band, that had 16 number ones in country music. So I was so thrilled to have Chris play with me on this record. I think it's going to be an enjoyable record.
That's fantastic. We're going to have to check that out when it comes out, but first we get to see you perform here live for the audience. So that's coming right up. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jack Tempchin. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. It was really fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Tonight in San Diego stage, Jack Tempchin.
Thank you. Sing along if you feel like it. Well, I heard some people talking just the other night, and they said you're gonna put me on the shelf. But I got some news for you. You'll soon find out it's true, and you'll have to eat your lunch all by yourself. 'Cause I'm already gone, and I'm feeling strong. I will say this victory song. The letter that you wrote me made me stop and wonder why. I guess you felt you had to set things right. Yeah, but just remember this: when you look up at the sky, you can see the stars and never see the light. I don't care, 'cause I'm already gone, and I'm feeling strong. I will say this victory song. Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo! I know it wasn't you that held me down, but I know it wasn't you that set me free. Yeah, oftentimes it happens We live our lives in chains and never even know we have the key. But me, I'm already gone, and I'm feeling strong. I will say this victory song. Woo-hoo! 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 Woo-hoo!
Well, that is our show for the night. Thank you so much for watching tonight in San Diego. I want to thank all of our guests, San Diego Brewing Company, St. Archer. I want to thank our guests from FM 94.9, Dana and Jayson, and of course, our fourth chair, Ross Rizzo. And a very special thank you to our sponsors, the Lafayette Hotel, the Belly Up, Handel's Ice Cream and Corner Bakery Brewery, and of course, to take us away with one more song, please give it up for Jack Tempchin.
I like the way your sparkling earrings lay against your skin so brown. I want to sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a billion stars all around. Got a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down, because I'm already standing on the ground. I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. Oh, but she can't take you anywhere if you don't already know how to go. I got a peaceful,